Alrighty, welcome back. Once again, sorry to cliffhanger you there. I know it's like good, I don't know, marketing strategy to cliffhanger things, but I didn't intend. I'm not trying to game you. I just got excited about this fight and just wasn't paying attention to the timing of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and 5. We'll just call this guy 6. We just want to make sure that these cavalry are sandwiched so that they can't.
Deepwood archers! Dauntless Azray!
Awaiting orders.
Okay, and this guy can stay in here just to give the buffs. Alright.
Kill them!
So let's come over here. I need to make sure that we tear this stuff up. These knights.
Orders! Quickly!
Our bows are yours!
These guys are probably gonna rally back. Yeah, these are rallying back.
At once!
See you clowns. I know what you're all about. I know your game.
Swiftly now!
Okay, now these guys are going to be able to retreat, so we need to kill as many as we can. They're probably going to come back at me. We're not going to be able to get all of those horses, but I thought we did a pretty good job neutralizing them.
Swiftly!
Forest Stalker! With haste! Following orders!
A lot of those units that are decaying are just like the free Dryads that I summon, so it's not like a huge deal. So the dogs are pretty good early game, as most dogs are against archers and things like that. You know, Shadow Magic's pretty good just to have a free, like, 2 spells on it, though. It's not, like, terrible. There's worse stuff out there for sure. I think Mystifying Miasma doesn't do a lot of damage, but, I mean, it's something. Shadow is still, like, one of the worst in the game, though. It's pretty bad. Like, it has cool spells, it's just, like, not worth the cost. You do have the Vortex that stands still, which is very good. Life Magic also has that. And then of course you have Flock of Doom, which is basically like a Vortex spell that can't miss, that only hits enemy units. I still think that Flock of Doom and Devolve are like 2 of the best spells in the game. Beastmen get both of them, so it's like ironically Beastmen have some of the best magic in the game. Also, the Skaven stuff, just the summoning just mountains of just garbage with their Plague Priest is really good as well, especially in the early game. So yeah, Beast maybe doesn't scale as well as Life. I'm not sure though. They're both really good. But I'm getting Beast to accelerate the early game and really help me out at Empire and just get this forest like situated. That minus 25% magic resist is huge too. If we go get the movement speed one, for the 20% movement speed forest next, which we probably will, because that's right next to a bunch of dwarves. He ran so far over there, though. There's no way I might catch him. I don't think so. I'm just gonna dash back onto my property. So how much did we get for that battle? 2. Pacified Heathlands 2. Battles 2, and now we get 5% off recruitment. And we get +1 per turn in Athaloran, which is nice. Skewering Branch, 3 armor for Dryads, or 3 armor piercing for Dryads, and whatever. I think we just go with this still. I don't know. Kind of money is adding up pretty quickly here. I guess we do go Wonders of the Forest first. We need 4, or we need 5 to get this anyways, open branches, so. And then with her, I always say it's a her, I think it's a him. Piercing shots. Okay, can't hire anything, no buildings to manage. Oh, the dude upgraded, yep. I mean, 5 melee is very good, but we need Flock of Doom, like, immediately. It'd be cool, like, coming over here also and going after the High Elves, we can get that sword. The Shrine of Cain sword, which could be pretty cool. Okay. You can't afford a second army early on, as pretty much almost anybody on Legendary. Skaven can, if you just stack Skaven slaves with your second army. Maybe Vampire counts. Okay, raid Middenheim for the item. Okay, so they just automatically run at you like full speed after you beat them in the fight, so just get a lot of that. So that's pretty good.
Servants, Dryads!
You have any items? Nope. I might just start clicking through that just to go a little bit faster, because it tells you afterward also what happened. Okay, so we got a little bit more.
Maria Querdil.
Now, do we want to recruit? I think I do want to just change around my composition a little bit here. So, Wonders of the Forest. Again. Yeah, I got that Flock of Doom. Now, Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, what is that? It's 11 for 44 seconds of speed and physical resist. So that might be good against other elves. I don't know if we're going to have to fight the other elves or not. Maybe, unless we kill all of their enemies. If we're really powerful, we might let them confederate, but would be nice to get, you know, confederate with an elf that has a tier 5 town. So Alariel, it's not going to happen. I'm trying to think of where there would be hostile elves. Or like hostiles around the elves. Alariel plays nice with most of the people around her. Maybe down in the jungle, maybe down the Orion thing, down in the desert. I'm trying to think what I would match up well against it. I'll have to strategize about that. First it's here, and then it's the movement one. I'm almost positive. Forest of Gloom. You gotta go for that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and run in here. And then I think these are 225. These are 138. So basically 2 of these are equal to 1 of these. The bats are pretty much worthless. So we could get rid of a bat. I would like maybe 1 more Treekin. Maybe that's too much. We can do this upgrade with him too that does the +8 bonus versus melee and 8 melee defense. So it'll take him up to 54 melee defense and effectively 44 melee attack. And she has an upgrade too, which gives him an extra 10% ward save. And I think they come stock with 20% physical resist. So they are really beefy boys, especially on sieges. That'll be fantastic. They can't attack walls, but they can knock down gates, which is good. They are a little on the slow side, but so I think maybe 1 more of these, and maybe 1 less Dryad. So I do need to kind of manage my costs a little bit here. So the bats are kind of worthless. They are cheap. I mean, it is nice, especially on a siege, to be able to fly around and just like mess with people, but okay, I think this will probably be fine. 3 feels like a good number. You can go more than that, but they don't really do a lot of damage, even with that upgrade. We can upgrade these anytime, so we don't have to do it right now. Okay, so I think that's all good. I could eventually get more Deepwood Scouts, but I just don't have the money for it right now. And we're probably not going to get the money for it anytime soon until we save up a huge stockpile. So it's almost like you're almost a horde faction. Themed around certain zones. It's like a tower defense horde faction sort of thing. It's really unique and cool. I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic. Now, I haven't gone too deep in this campaign. Maybe it gets really annoying at a certain point. I don't know. But I think it feels very unique, where it's like it's aggressive, but it also protects. So it's really fun. I kind of like that about the Western Roman Empire in Attila. It was like you could be aggressive, but so much of it was just trying to put out fires and protect a bunch of different places. So it involved like just careful management of your resources and where your armies are going to be and things like that. And that's what it kind of feels like this is going to be, that too. Where you have to figure out where you're going to put certain armies. Okay. I don't know where this army is. They sure, yeah, they have another army somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
Treading silently.
No.
Tracking.
Now they could roll up with a 20 stack from like so they could attack me
Not possible.
and then roll up with a 20 next turn. Now can I get over here in 2 turns? I can't tell. Wish it would do a better job of letting you know. I think I can get there in 2 turns. Okay. So I should be fine to ambush. Shield my location. We can kind of use these things as bait. What's my ambush chance around here anyways? Can't tell during other, okay. Dang, well he did roll up in there. He was so close not to hit my ambush. I wish you could ambush on attack, but... So, crippled military, or scorched roots, growth, and income. Yeah, sure. Whatever. So you do get these penalties every now and then.
Absolutely not.
Okay. This guy's just trolling. He's just really going hard for that back door, huh? Oh, okay. It was trolling me, so I could not have actually gotten it in 1 turn. Now, what's my ambush success chance right now? 75%. Okay. So I could get it up to like 90% chance without the tech. So maybe that tech isn't as good. So he's just done. He dashed, so he can't even run. I don't know, like... Usually the AI is actually pretty smart these days, but that was kind of a head scratcher. Just leadership for 4 turns, I guess. I mean, I guess I could go for the money, but 5 turns. I mean, we're gonna have a decent fight here, so I guess we'll just go with leadership. Just feeling generous today, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we can take it up to a higher ambush. Okay. Got that. 80% there. Okay, yeah, so I just cranked it up a little bit.
Never.
Naganoff doesn't have that much. Okay.
Moving.
Okay, so I'm just scouting this. No one else is taking it either. Fuck. Sterling, alright. Now, there's one that gives, like, untainted in surrounding areas. Like, one of the buildings you can get. And I think that's broken. Because it was not doing untainted. It might only be areas you control because it wasn't giving untainted to the vampiric areas. Negative growth, sure. I mean, I can't ever afford to upgrade this thing. So, at least not for a very long time. Now, one thing they have added is that when you start to lose control of a region, it actually can give you up to +8 public order. So it makes it a lot easier to manage your public order once you go negative. You also lose construction costs, recruitment costs, and growth when you have negative public order, though. So it's harder to have rebellions. It's going to be less frequent, but and if you raid your own property, it's only -3. So I guess they're trying to stop. I don't know. They're trying to stop people from like rebellion farming early. That's the vibe that I get. Oh, we got some hawks. I've never used these before. 30. They only have 15 armor. I don't think I need him for this, but I mean, what's that?
Not
12,
possible.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, maybe. How much? They're 220 though. I mean, obviously, the least amount of stuff you can use, the better. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade these to Aspect of the Willow. So they're gonna be a little bit better against, the 20 armor is nice, but I think the 8 melee defense, 6 piercing is not a huge deal. Because you're already gonna get 8 more piercing versus, I believe the +8 versus infantry gives you 8 piercing. It might be split up, but you're already getting 8 extra damage. So... Alright, let's just do Aspect of the Will. I thought it was 500 for them. It's only 300. That's pretty good. Oops. So they're, like, a little bit worse against, like, cavalry, marginally. But... Okay, come on. But I just, like, in a lot of sieges and stuff, you're just going to be face-tanking a bunch of, infantry. So I think with the dogs and stuff, I don't think we need the hawks. I mean, they're cool, but we're trying to save as much money as we can. Okay. So we can just hit the town and then they will reinforce. They can't run. Yeah, we should be able to handle this. Encircle. Now the bone rattlers might start occupying our stuff, so if they do that, we're gonna have to fight the bone rattlers also. We just kill everybody. Anything that's not a tree is going down.
They will be stopped.
It really is like a good guy horde, but not really. I don't know. I really just can't say enough good things about this campaign so far. It's so much fun. As we roll through, it's so unique. I haven't played another faction like this. It's like I said, the blend of offense and defense. Now, once again, if I get to like 2 or 3 of these trees that I'm trying to protect, and I'm just constantly getting attacked, I don't know. Maybe it will be cool. But they said they were really trying to come up with something that wasn't just, you know, paint the map green. Like, just take every town. Like, they wanted very specific key points of interest. And, like I said, I really like that because just taking the whole map and, like, the old school objective of, like, you have to have these 16 towns, which are, like, capitals from, like, the 4 corners of the universe. It's like, nobody's going to do that, man. That's going to take, like, 200 hours. Maybe someone will do it, like, once, you know? But, especially as a content creator, you know, I think I've said this in past campaigns, but man, people drop off. Even after the first 2 or 3 episodes, people are just gone. And it's not just my campaign, right? It's not like they just don't like my style. I mean, I'm sure some people don't. But it's like every content creator, if you just go look at their view numbers, right? Go look at their view numbers for the first, like, 5 episodes, and then look at their view numbers for the episodes after that, and it just falls off a cliff. And that's why the vast majority of content creators don't do campaigns. They do multiplayer because multiplayer is much more stable. It's just, yeah, like if you're a big timer, yeah, maybe you get your first campaign episode might be, you know, 50,000 views, but then by the time you get to that 5th episode, it may have dropped down to like 10, right? And then, but the multiplayer, if you do that every single day, then that might be a consistent 20. And so the multiplayer is not going to be as good, you know, for the first 5 episodes compared to a campaign, especially a new release campaign. But, you know, over time, if you could spend a month creating content, are you going to get more views running through a 30-episode campaign? Or are you going to get more views doing a different multiplayer episode every day? And it's going to be the multiplayer.
Silent Sentinel.
And most content creators have figured that out. Now there are some that keep it real, you know, and like Legend of Total War just does campaigns, and I respect that because, you know, I like the campaigns a lot more than multiplayer. I just don't think the game is very well designed for random ladder multiplayer. I think for small tournaments like what Turin runs, I think that it's good for that. but where there are rules
I hear
and, you know, just proper etiquette and stuff like that for multiplayer, but the system's just not very well balanced and designed for random people. Okay, anyways. Okay, they're just straight coming at me.
Swiftly now!
Oops. Oh, we need him to stand close, though. I don't want him in combat, but... Wow, I thought they were going to come over here and join their homies, but...
Awaiting orders. Swiftly.
Aye! With haste!
Forest stalker.
Swift of foot!
But, I mean, I do this just because, I mean, partially because this is what I like to do. I mean, I don't get a lot of views, obviously, myself these days. But it's just kind of, I just don't also put a lot of into the effort and marketing. Like, I don't pay to market it. I don't have a fancy editor or anything like that.
Waystalker ready.
Deepwood archers! At the Lauren!
I'm relatively new to the, you know, the content scene. Only been around for a few years versus,
Isha.
you know, someone like Took Legend's been around for a while. Although there are people like Milk and Cookies that,
For area!
you know, are relatively new that are also like super successful. But he does a lot of war stuff, and I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is. I don't even remember where I was going with all that. But yeah, so I'm always gonna do campaigns, but that's why you don't see a lot of other people like doing the campaigns as much. If you've ever wondered, like, hey, why don't more people do legendary campaigns? It's like, well, that's why. It's like the viewership is just like a little off. And we're gonna get flanked. I can't go into that. Can't go into that. Can't go into that. Okay, so we're just gonna have to keep some people in the back, I think.
Deepwood Guardian.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
Yes! As you say!
As you say. Battle ready. At pace.
The forest wills it!
Actually, we keep it.
They will die!
Ends them.
Now, some of these are going to get to run, so we're going to have to run them down. But I do appreciate everyone that hangs out and watches me. I think I have a fairly unique niche. It's just not It's not like a...
Bowman, ready?
I don't know, it's just
Get
different. I
ready!
think mine is just like the real kind of like deep strategic, non-cheese, like actually trying to play real campaigns, but also play them smart. So I'm not like a super for fun player. I don't do a lot of like lore and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm not like a hard cheeser, you know. I think a lot of other content creators usually fall into one of those categories, which is not bad. It's just it's different from what I do. So I think that I do kind of have a special place, but it's just not as like flashy. You know, it's not as all capsy. I don't want to risk overcasting. Seems like overcast is fairly common, where you like injure yourself. Now some of this stuff is garrison, some of it's not, and I'm not sure, you know, what the differences are there. How are these tired? They're very tired. These are just tired though. Okay, so I think the melee does not apply to the dogs. Does not appear to apply to these either, the monstrous infantry. These are still like not tired though. So I feel like they are getting the minus 25% thing. He's fresh, but he's still too, basically. I don't think you can overcast unless you double tap it in vanilla. I'm trying to remember, but oh, a bunch of them got away over there. Whatever, we'll just kill this last little batch. Because the Lord's gonna get to run, and they might, I mean, in theory, they could have a 20 stack that's just waiting to like roll up and reinforce here in a second. So. I am going to be doing a Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough, so be sure to check that out. And then I'm going to pick up the, I was doing a Witcher playthrough a couple of months ago. I'm going to pick that up too. So I'm trying to do some more like single player games as well. If you just kind of want the, you know, want to have my commentary on a variety of other games, now you might be able to get it. Do think I have a decent voice. I've had people say I have a pretty decent broadcast voice. I mean, not as good as, you know, Scottie Pippen or you know, Barry White, that kind of stuff. Corpse, who's the guy that plays Among Us? Corpse husband. It's not that deep. I could maybe make it kind of deep, but I'm not going to be able to go that low. But I think I have like an okay voice.
Descendium! Sola sinis! Fidel postros!
That is a thing though, whenever you're constantly burning stuff like that, you don't get the replenishment that turn, so if you do that a lot, it can, you know, come back to bite you. So I think the encamp is 50%, and you don't have that much replenishment, so sometimes you might have to occupy one of the places just so you can get some replenishment, but we're filling this bar up pretty quick. Okay, flock. And I think that's all good after that. Alright. That's fine. We got some more wolves. I might pick up these hawks on the way out next turn, because they would be very good on a siege, and we are going to have to siege Beachhafen, probably. So, I mean, only 15 armor though. That's expensive. 0 armor, but they do way more damage than bats do. So they're like priced like a great eagle, but they can hit multiple targets, I guess. They're like twice as expensive as wolves, but they fly. And they do way more damage. So, alright. Okay, next, what are we about to get? I'm about to get this. Winning battles. Okay. Perfect. Let's do it. Yeah, it is hard to confederate because I think the elves are not going to like me. I don't know how much they're not going to like me, but no, we don't know that all these forests are occupied by elves, though. There could be some tree spirit stuff. I don't know. I mean, there could be Durthu-esque types of things out there. Redhorn tribe. I'm not sure if they're going to like me or not. Alright, so from what I remember, this is like an optional fight. And if you don't take care of it, then it could be a problem. Now, Ostermark still has a pretty good army. You have to be careful. Did he just reoccupy this? What am I? Where's that? Okay, that's glitched, I guess. Right? Is it glitched? Where does it say where the occupants are? I don't know what the Ritual of Rebirth does either. Okay. Go with this, and then I don't know if this is going to be a forest battle or not, but let's go with missile strength. How much are these? Are 138. How much do they cost to hire? 550. Alright, let's grab the bird and do it. Try this out. Feel like it's a little greedy. How much movement do I have to get there? A little bit. Okay, so I should be able to like scout with the Waystalker first.
Stalking.
Let's make sure Beechhoffen isn't like around here ready to attack at any moment. Can we walk up next to it?
The forest is whispering.
We should have enough movement, yeah. I think we need any more dogs. I think we'll be alright. Last time I had to fight undead with this. So I don't know if it's the same every time or not. Okay, so you get extra heath. I don't want that. Okay, so they're happy. We get public order growth. Doesn't matter as much. Empire counts are not going to like that. And we might get an item or something. I didn't do this last time. Last time I spared him. Let's see what we're up against. See if this is good or not. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, God. Okay, so we did not get an ambush here. Okay, so maybe if there's a lot of events like this, I probably need to max ambush. Because ambush is a huge deal. So it's basically like it's offensive ambush for these types of events. I don't know how often they come up. It looks like every 5 turns early on. Like this is what, turn 8 or something? And we've had 2 of them. It's gonna be close. I mean, I think it's gonna be closer than they say it is. I think we can probably do it. The VAR guys have me a little worried. They're very strong in SFO, but I don't think they're as strong in mine. Now I have to hide these hawks because if the Air Force comes after my hawks, it's gonna be a problem. Like the bats can probably kill them. 3 bats on 1 hawk. Maybe. Bats have high melee defense, but they do like they have no armor and almost no damage. Okay, so we're gonna have to try to. You can't really hide hawks. I mean, keep them way back here, I guess, to start with, and then just wait till the other birds commit, and then maybe come over. If they chase me, we just run for it. I mean, we are faster. I mean, maybe we could bait the Vargeist and just run. These things are so injured that just feels like it's gonna be bad. I always like sprinkling in like my monstrous infantry with the rest of the units if you can, just so that they can't like surround you as easily. Now I do need to watch my archers and make sure they don't get shanked.
Silent sentinel.
I need to try to hit the Vargeists
Deepward archers.
with our stuff here.
Dauntless Azrae.
So we definitely need to fire, because the Vargeists are the big threat. Like, that's what I'm really concerned about here. Or the dogs. They have them kind of spread out. There's 2 on the other side. I think my dogs are better. Don't I get 15 extra armor with dogs? Maybe that was the Throt campaign where you get the extra armor on the dogs. And she's here. I'm going to wait till everything groups up a little bit more, because they're kind of spread out before I... Yeah, I guess I could hit right here. It'd be a pretty good grab. Could hit like 4, maybe 5 or 6 units there with a I didn't forget anything here.
Ever ready.
Waystalker.
Orders.
Oh, they're trying to go on my lord? Okay. Alright, bro. Oh, they're trying to go on my mage? I don't know where the hell they're trying to go. Oh, they think this is multiplayer. They're aiming for those lords, huh?
Archers ready.
Go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Deepwood Guardian.
Now. Kill them. Swiftly. Bowman ready. We are tireless for Elderzor.
I hear you.
Admiral Lauren.
I think they're all just popping here. Jeez. Okay, yeah, that was a fight. Hopefully we get a good item or something out of it. I don't know. We did get a nice buff, but Pyrrhic. I mean, that's taking it a bit far. I don't know if it's Pyrrhic. I mean, I guess they did a decent amount of damage, but Okay, so I can combine a bunch of those things and just get another tree guy, probably, because I see those things just never take damage. Basically. They have so much damage reduction. Hawks are doing alright. I mean, the tree can actually put up some decent numbers there. The Treekin thing where they do like the free AoE damage, that might be something to look at, but it's got to be money. I mean, we have to do the 15% upkeep reduction next, I'm pretty sure, or we're just never going to be able to have multiple armies. Because it's not going to get that much better. Like, every town's going to give me like 800 gold, and having a reasonably respectable army is going to be at least 3,000 gold, and it's going to increase every time, so... We did get 1,000 gold. So that's going to let us hire back like 1 unit. But we do get experience for that. Is it going to let me hit him? I think it might let me finish him off. I'm not sure. This is 10% ward save. That's pretty good. We are going to recruit some stuff. I don't care about global, but I am going to get more, probably at least one more Treekin here to replace some of these Dryads. Because we can get the upgrade on these, and it feels like it's a worthwhile upgrade because they're not going to die. Probably. Right, versus these are like fairly expendable, so that's why I don't think upgrading them is a great idea early on. I mean, hell, we might as well just pull them all together. Please, bro, you are trolling. I mean, I think they're gonna come run at me. I guess I should just run back into my town, maybe. I'm gonna run over here and get some replenishment, and then they're probably gonna come after me, I imagine. I mean, I don't know what else they would do. Okay, we could get more hawks. They're kind of expensive for what they are, but like, they will be very good on sieges, probably. So, I mean, we can go ahead and upgrade this for 8,000 gold. Alright, we are getting a little bit, 10% on the recruitment, I think. Between 40 and 59, where are we at? We're at 50, okay. So they'll probably come attack me. I am going to be reinforced by the town. They might just raid or something, I don't know. See, the Greenskins just took Noggin off, so we gotta go kill him. Kill everybody. Okay, so yeah, we are getting reinforced by the town, so we'll just go ahead and auto that, and that's fine. You might say, well, that's dumb, why would they do that? It's like, well, they are like a made-up army from a quest. I don't even know why they still exist after the quest battle. Most quest battles, when you win the fight, they're wiped, you know? He still is not done? Bro, come on. Screen Branch Darkheart. Now we are going to have nature stuff here. We do need to start getting Quartermaster, because how much... I guess our upkeep's not like insane right now, but you got to control those costs. Or I could get Obscuring Canopy for 10% more, but I think we need the cost. Armor Piercing 10 for Treekin. I mean, that is good. I am going to have some Treekin. But 15% off is like 450 gold a turn. Just having 2 more Treekin effectively, and then this is just good for everything. Lightning Strike is also very good. I'm going to go ahead and get this. Lightning Strike's extremely strong. Okay, so we have all of our Flock of Doom. Leadership, I think I want that for magic, and then we might go for Call of the Woods, and then replenish troops next. Now, well, would I rather have like maybe one more Flock of Doom, or would I rather have 5 melee attack? I don't know how much actual magic this gives you. It'll probably give you an extra 5 or 6, so maybe one more Flock of Doom. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. An Embarrassment of Witches from that hero. Okay, Sight Beyond Sight, Endless Hunters. I kind of like this to stop things from flanking us, stops things from moving. That can be helpful to reposition. Okay, let's go with that. Why is it all chaotic looking? What's up with that? But okay. And we're getting more for completing these quests, I guess. We're cranking it. Now this stuff over here is not, I mean, it's okay, but it's much more situational. It's just going to be early game, just Flock of Doom spam. I can give him some personal resist and things. The armor is tempting, but he just really doesn't do anything in melee, so I don't even bring him in there. He can also damage walls, but we're bringing him to every fight. Like, there's no way we're not bringing him inside. He just has too many buffs. The 9 melee, you know, the all the magic, like there's just no way you don't bring him to a fight. So I mean, he could have 50 extra armor. I mean, maybe, or geez, even more than that, 65 extra armor. Does that give him 30? Jeez. So, I guess it's 125. That's not like completely insane, but okay, Call the Woods, and then pop back over here. Grab maybe 2 more. Do I really need 2 dogs? I mean, they're 180 gold. Is that? I feel like that's not necessarily worth. I'm not sure why they're so expensive. Get rid of one of these guys. I mean, we can always hire another one if we need it, but that's almost the price of a treekin, so we might as well just get that. And then upgrade them. Alright. And then I think the rest of it's all good. We could get another hawk. We'll think about it for next turn. We can get it on the way out. So I have to roll over and probably burn that. I mean, I don't particularly... Whoa, something burned that. Okay, well that kind of sucks because I wanted the burn money, but that's Beastman that burned that, probably. Now it says it's still green for now, but I think that's because it hasn't changed in a turn or 2. It should be white next turn, I think. Yeah. Light and Glamour, Bark Soul. I just paid a lot of money for my stuff, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, Empower Treekin, sure. Who are they at war with? Some mystery clan. Oh. Okay, Kappelberg just took that back, so we're gonna lose that also next turn. So I guess the Beastmen are taking stuff. Have to get burned, son. They're all like half health and they have no utility whatsoever. We just walk up and just punch each other in the face and that's it. I mean, 8 melee, like that might make him a decent fighter at some point. I wish he had a bit more health, but we've almost got this. We're at 67 on turn 11, so it's not too bad. Imperial Convoy. Huh. This is pretty brutal. Always been since their primitive parasitic kind first started building their cities and polluting the lands with their presence. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, humanity is pretty parasitic for the natural order. Encroach upon the forest from all sides. As they tear the trees from their land and brazenly plow fertile soil that would otherwise be home to our beloved saplings, you hear the pain of insentient flora cry out to you. In seeking vengeance, the Wargrove has snatched some of these Empire men alive, and they are dragged before you, screaming and terrified for their lives, as it should be. What would you do with them? You have two choices. Either leave their mutilated corpses at the edge of the forest as a warning sign, or bury them alive and turn them into fertilizer. I'm gonna go with this one. Send a message. Okay. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. We will. Can we get to Noggin off this turn? I think so. Alright, so we'll go over there and I guess we'll scout it out just in case they have like another 20 sack or something over there. But let's see that. No. Okay. Hop over here. And then we'll pick it up. We'll burn this next episode. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They like to play musical chairs, just burning stuff, taking stuff, burning stuff, taking stuff, which historically is really annoying as a horde faction. But with this, it's fine. The more stuff I burn, the more people I kill, the more the trees like it. So that will eventually allow us to get our trees upgraded faster. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign, just email me at strategyprofessor@gmail.com. Just $3 an episode, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.